Trust me, 14 minutes, 14 pages of a Google Doc is not long. Besides, I've gone through the 1,000 page Google Doc. Like, you can't get any longer than that. Anyway, hello everyone. I never thought I'd be having to write a document on any situation at all in my life, but due to a lot of misinformation being spread publicly and my name is being used in these declarations, I have no other option but to write this. I know how the community feels about documents, about airing private matters. This is the main reason as to why I didn't even want to write one from the start. I believe this situation was a private matter between already individuals that had already been discussed and resolved in private. No, I agree. 100% bullshit like this should have been resolved in private, but because these people are like high schoolers, obviously, we're feasting. However, in fairness to everyone involved, I believe it's important for my side of the story to be available as well, so that people can have a complete picture of what truly happened. Due to signed NDAs, I cannot share all screenshots of specific work-related details, but all relevant information has already been provided to my legal counsel and my previous workplace. I'll try to keep this document as short but as clear as possible. I know how the community feels about documents. Ha ha ha, referencing the Google Docky. The 1,000 page Google Docky. Who are the high schoolers? Oh, VTubers in general. Chat, VTubers in general have not gone past high school mentality. 100%. In 2022, it was claimed that I entered a romantic relationship with an individual that ended poorly. I still don't know the relevance of my personal romantic life since it wasn't brought up the rest of the Barry statement, and me having to clear this section seems a bit out of pocket and necessary, but I felt it was needed to address everything that was pointed and painted me about me as much as possible. Rumors about my personal relationships are inaccurate. None of my past relationships have ended, quote, poorly. Though I've been in the past have ended with two adults mutually agreeing to stop dating and communication slowly decreasing for obvious reasons. Okay, so she's not disagreeing with it, or she's not like denying it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, cool. But what she does deny is that it ended poorly. I'm guessing that maybe that relationship ended because of this, but this might have what made Barry think it ended poorly, but whatever the case might be, let's move on. Sometime after, she developed a close relationship with another colleague who was my former long-term partner. Okay, from my understanding, I think Barry meant friendship, not relationship in this matter. I had been friends with her past partner for years before working under a corporation. Okay, so Ike and her has been has been friends. Okay, I had been singing with him in different projects like my friend's birthday song collab and world collaboration and other songs. Okay, what songs are these? Okay, cool. This was 9 years. Bow, chat, 9 fucking years ago. Holy shit. Okay. Interesting. What about this? 8 years ago? All of these were released 9 years ago. I bring up these two collaborations up to show that from what point we already started collabing publicly. Even though we were not close friends, we were already talking sometime before those collabs happened due to mutual friends who participated in those collabs. I no longer have access to my Skype, of course, Skype, for these conversations. I've known this person for more than 9 years and have talked with my friend and him in group calls on Discord for more than 9 years and kept on collaborating him to the point where we were both excited when we found out we also ended up in the same company after years of not talking to each other. Okay. All this is to correct the timeline presented on the video. I had known and talked and collaborated with this person years before Barry and him started a relationship, and years before I entered a romantic relationship back in 2022. Okay, so basically it's to set a timeline that, yes, Ike and this person and Mari / Reimu has been friends for a long ass time. Okay, cool. You're doing a good job setting the stage here. Good job, Mari. I commend that. Back in December 2022, I was on a private overseas trip with some girls so I could relax from work, which ended up aligning with a lot of other people's personal trips and work trips. One of them was Barry and her boyfriend's trip. They were not in the Discord group chat of my friends where we would share where to go. when to go, but my friends and them all decided to meet up on one night for a nice dinner. Main reason why her boyfriend was feeling upset about the whole trip with her. Um, we all drank alcohol. But I did not drink to the point of getting drunk. This incident ends up being the he said, she said. But the whole group, which was made of around 10 people or more, in total counting her, and her boyfriend, and me and my other colleagues, were a witness to this. The incident she describes, where I threw myself onto him, was indeed a hug I gave her boyfriend while we were both sitting down. Okay. She felt uncomfortable with it, and her past boyfriend notified me of it, so I apologized to both parties, even if I found it shocking since I didn't think a hug would have that kind of reaction. But because it made her uncomfortable, I did apologize, recognizing her physical boundaries and aspects, and respecting her relationship even after my friends, if they had seen seen it as something else, or me throwing myself onto him, and receiving and them telling it hasn't been all like that. Okay, who is Mari even beefing with? Oh, it's some guy. It's like Ike's former girlfriend, I guess. It's just some random dude. That was my first and last time I met with them in Japan, due to my friends having a different schedule with me and them being on a personal trip unrelated to any work-wise and my personal plans as well. Her ex-boyfriend notified me of this 5 months after the trip had ended due to him not liking confrontation, which I completely understood. All of it was discussed in DMs, the one shown in the video, but also a Discord call with with one of my friends who had gone to Japan with a couple months later and apologized, and things were cleared out over text. The call as well happened months after to give her more peace of mind. In the call, my friend told her how nobody's seen it as nothing more than a hug, as it was supposed to be. We all heard her, and even though her boyfriend did not say anything in the call, since it was meant for her mostly to tell me how she felt. Okay. Let's go to the screenshots. Oh, this is a continuation of the screenshots that Barry provided. Okay. I'll be more mindful of just fully avoid any art if it's under that tag. Thanks. No. If anything, I'm so sorry I made you feel uncomfortable all this time. Oh my god. Tell Rin I'm sorry about it if I made her feel anxious or insulted, and I have no weird intentions towards you. Would you be okay with me asking Rin if she would like to speak with you? Sure. Regarding the matter at hand, I mean, alright, thanks again, Blank. I really appreciate you talking to me about this. Again, sorry for springing it on you suddenly, especially this late at night. Regarding the matter, what? Okay. No, don't apologize for it. Thank you at all. Thank you for bringing it up. I'm sorry. I'll be more mindful. I'm so sorry I hurt you, even if we're not speaking recently. Honestly, with all my friends, Lamau, I'm really mad at myself for having made you feel like this. Not only in Japan, but also overthinking on the matter to bring it up to me. Okay. It seems like Ike didn't necessarily have a problem with that. Okay, cool. Rin actually hit me up today because she wanted to talk to me about the whole Blank and you thing, which was really unexpected. I think there was a lot of miscommunication between you guys, so I'm thinking if you are comfortable with it, do you want to talk about it in call, and I can be there as an emotional support sort of thing. Lol. But I guess she's gonna talk to Blank and ask him if he's comfortable with that too. Okay. She's scared to talk to you one-on-one maybe? I see. Honestly, it's a mix of things. Yeah, whatever she's comfortable with, really. Okay, for now, don't mention anything to Blank because she's gonna talk to him about it, I guess. I'm trying to understand because it's my head. It's like one thing because I barely talk to Blank right now, to Ike right now, and I don't do many collabs or meet up with him, but I want her to tell me, Lamau. That's the point. Ooh. Okay. So after that, they had a call. In the call, she told me her boundaries, which I fully respected after that, and she even thanked me for it. Not talked with him one-on-one. She said it made her uncomfortable and even hurt her when she knew I was in a group call with him and multiple people. She told me the shipping art we were both retweeting made her uncomfortable, so we both stopped. Even after the call, she kept on DMing me asking why I was talking with him publicly on Twitter. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Okay. So maybe the girl is a little bit Menhera. I wanna see. Okay, look, Reimu, I wanna see how Menhera the girl is. She seems like she's super insecure and like aggressive over it. Even after she made the call, she kept on DMing me asking about why I was talking with him publicly on Twitter, why he was answering to my tweets but not replying to her DMs, why we were friends, if we were truly friends or something else, why we were having group calls with our colleagues, why we were collabing on stream, all based on his attitude with her and him replying to my tweets. And every time she'd come to me with these questions, I'd reassure her, ask how she felt, let her vent, and make her, so I thought, comfortable once again, asking her to fully communicate with her partner. Oh boy. Okay. Next is the part where apparently how the girl got doxxed, right? Because even the okay, so this is like slightly leaning towards like a little defense for Mari, but I want to see like the part where she allegedly got doxxed, right? Because we got like full confirmation from a manager of that company that yes, doxing did happen. Like actual doxing, by the way. Like to a point where they even thought that terminating her or forcing her to apology and then be suspended is the right call to action. So, yeah. So the fact that there's a manager who like agreed with it, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, next. I'm not including screenshots from any of my friends that had more context regarding her attitude as requested, also due to the fact that many of those Discord groups were back made in 2019 and 2020 and no longer exist. To respect the relationship as much as I can, I'll only disclose one of the many problems that she had. She told me how the relationship had started, the baggage that it carried, and what she called her boyfriend's history with relationships, which made her more insecure over this matter. Okay? Blank pretty much fed the words for my breakup, and he didn't even wait a day to tell me he had feelings for me. And I was dating that guy for 3 years. I never once did he want to talk about the future. We lived together in 2 different apartments, and not once did he think of idea of settling down ever. Yikes. Okay. Okay. If we have to talk about it, we will calmly. Let's face it when that time comes. Or, I'm an adult, I will make my own goddamn life in blank, and I find I'm moving. If things go south, that was my decision too. Oh shoot, oh man, it's either too fast or in your case, Jesus fuck. She wants to settle down? I guess Barry really wanted Ike to settle down with her. Chad, this is actually like high school tier drama. This actually, yeah, no, 100%. She vented to me about the many problems she'd have and her feelings, and during that time I opened up to her as well, and I thought we'd become comfortable with each other and I could give her as much assurance as she needed for her relationship. But this of course was not the solution. She needed to deal with her personal relationship, so she stopped talking to me. Due to how volatile she seemed to be regarding my presence on the matter, no matter what I did not to do, what I'd tell her or a mutual friends would tell her, and her ex-boyfriend would tell her, I decided to cut my interactions with my friends and her ex-boyfriend completely. I was stressed and immensely emotionally tired and decided to leave them be so they could deal with the relationship problems by themselves without me having as a stress factor as well. Okay. The last conversation I had with him was April 27, 2024, where we talked about canceling several duet songs. We had to give me some peace of mind and to make his girlfriend uncomfortable. Okay. Girl, no, don't worry about it. Thank you for reassuring me. No problem, girly. If you ever need anything, I'm here too, okay? Sweet cinnamon. Oh my fucking god. Chat, women do be talking like this, but still fucking hate each other. Women are gonna talk like this to each other and spit venom the moment they turn back. Holy shit. Hi, Mary. Thank you for adding me. Oh wait, this I already read this. We already read this. And at that point, he was ignoring me too. I won't get too much into it, but I guess seeing your tweet and him avoiding me, IDK, it made me feel sad. I'm so sorry. Well, to give you an insight from my side, he accidentally got into a hangout with me and Blank and we're there for setting up stream. We talked for literally 5 minutes lamang before we streamed and I was typoing all over the place on my waiting room. When we started, I think he joined the call for 1 second to make fun of it and then left. They make it seem like we hanged for hours before blah 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 blah. But you know what I usually did when it first hit me? I genuinely just asked reassurance from Blank, not like directly ask him about it, but like hang out like plan a date, and then we'd start spend a lot of hours together, and after that I'd calm down. That usually work for you? I think because, oh, can I ask if this stays between us? It did not stay between them. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. I'm not taking you away from him. Yeah, I'm not taking you away from anything, right? Nope, I'm chilling eating Milo right now. Based, I love Milo. Anyway, uh whatever the case, I think because, well, it took a lot for Blank to approach you about everything, and then this whole thing festered for God knows how long because we didn't talk it out. So when I get jealous or upset, he's tired of being patient. Understandably so. So when I express it, it automatically turns sour. Why do you think he's tired of being patient? Marie says. I don't think he'll ever be tired though. He loves you a lot. Because he said he's tired of being patient. Lamau! Do you think bring it up like a lot directly and it bothers him? I'm kind of, oh, it's a quote. Okay. A lot of things piled up, I think. And he's the type of person to overcorrect. Mari says, ooh. And the interaction was just an add-on, not the main reason. So don't worry. Yeah, I guess you already had the main talks about what makes you uncomfortable regarding other topics, right? You seem that like the kind of person to bring it up to Blank, which is good, and talk it out with him at the moment. I feel it's complicated because the way I see it, which is almost like no information, Aiki turns to overcorrect, but it seems like you see it in a different manner. He's trying his best to make you feel at ease because he wants to make you feel at ease because he cares, right? That's one of the first good signs. Okay. Bari says, I'm so sorry, it's just a lot. I don't want to just pile on you when I legit asked if I could keep you blocked like girl instead of pushing all your feelings to one side, right? It's so... ... skull emoji. It's fine if you want to keep me blocked. That's okay. Don't worry. I almost ended up poking because because maybe telling you the side of the other Blank story could low-key help you fill in the gaps. Because when you look at it, when you look at that tweet, it's like, bro, Lemao, he didn't call me this morning. He was hanging out with them again for how long, sort of thing. Bari says, I don't want to. I just don't know what to do with his feelings because they don't go away overnight, and I can't hide that. But he is upset that I'm still upset. This is gonna sound stupid, but literally what I learned in recent therapy. You need to slowly learn to be patient and kind with yourself. That's the main thing. I feel if you're kicking yourself too hard now because you're expecting to feel at ease. Okay. I appreciate you, Bari says. When it's not normal, and it's okay. The same with whatever fight with Blank. You tell him your feelings. Feelings don't go away. And then you end up blaming yourself. You feel like it's wrong bringing it up again, and you need to be kinder with yourself a bit, sad face. Feelings are there to feel. It might be annoying as fuck, but it feels like you're putting on a salve. You talk to me, and that's something. You talk to Blank, that's huge. Okay. I also cry. Okay, wow, I don't think any of these matters at this point. It's literally just Bari venting to her. Like, actually venting to her and, like, expressing all their problems with her and that relationships. Jesus, it's just a bunch of yapping. Okay. Conversations like these, I apologize for making this document so long, would happen again and again and again with the same pattern. She would show me a tweet where I was wishing her ex-partner good luck with work, and she'd ask me why he wasn't answering to her, but he was replying to my tweet. After a while, things started to feel overwhelming, so I reached out to my friends for advice. That's when I learned this kind of situation had happened before. She apparently had a tendency to fixate on someone she was feeling insecure, and it often led to similar issues in her past relationships. We can see that, okay? We can see that. We can see that. I asked my work friends about her since they had been helped out set me up with call with her, and they had been friends with her for years before me, and they had all said the same thing. She seemed to have always kind these problems in her previous relationship and had taken a distance from her since they got as emotionally tired of it as I did. One situation described was the last drop in the glass was her boyfriend had tweeted he didn't want to end stream that day with a simple stream on public. I showed this tweet in my conversation shown below. Asking him, I didn't know what else to do with her because she was arguing to me about the small interaction, saying to his reply, you dummy, sounded flirty towards me, and she wanted me to reassure her I was not flirting back. They were hanging out on her birthday in a spa when she saw the tweet. She started crying for hours and hours no matter how much our mutual girlfriends would try to calm her down about that simple two-tweet interaction. Holy crap! I communicated this with her boyfriend before making such a decision, asking him what else I could do since she was freaking out from simple interactions. He himself would tell me I didn't know what else to do in frustration. By the way, I'm sorry, Ike, to stress you about this, but like legit, I can understand how your situation might be, but like Lamau. Okay, can I see the screenshot? What does it say? I I appreciate the efforts you have made so far in respects to my boundaries/relationship, but after trying to give it a chance online and IRL, I'm constantly hurt by the image of you. Your name, your interactions with my boyfriend, everything. If I have an issue, I will communicate that through Ike. Reimu, Mari, you forgot to blur this. It's obvious that it's Ike now. You actually forget. You actually forgot to blur this. Reimu, you fucked up. But okay. I thought that adding you would help me heal, but it's doing more damage seeing you more. Just today, seeing your interactions with one another, why are you so friendly with each other? Is there something I need to know about? Are you guys close friends? Why is he ignoring me to answer your messages when he's with me IRL? And you won't have to worry, I'm not going to any Niji events in the future. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna have chat, look. Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with what Reimu is saying here. The girl seems like she's off the gourd. Unironically. Are you fucking kidding me? Yep. She's yep. They actually name dropped them. Okay. I miss streaming. Okay, so Ike says I make streaming. Reimu says stream. Ike said I wait if I could, you dummy. Reimu says I will be waiting, lurking in the shadows with a blue light stick. Oh, and this like got her Superman Hera. Like this interaction got her Superman Hera. Did not edit out Ike and Niji. Absolute cinema. No 100% battle. Yeah. Thank you, Battle Mage, for the super chat. I think I did. I could with you as much as I could so far. So I'm sorry this ends up being a constant stress for you. I barely saw you on the trip too. So to a certain extent, I feel like I could have avoided sitting next to you because I kept thinking I'd upset her. But at this point, I legit think it just gets out of my hands. I'm sorry. I don't think there's much else either can do really. I've tried talking to her, but she's pretty set in her ways. This is Ike, chat. This is Ike. I'm sorry. I know this doesn't help you, but dummy wasn't flirty at all in my eyes. I trust you as a friend, but this sort of thing, I feel like it's out of my hands. Yeah, hang in there, Bash. So it seems like Ike and Reimu actually mutually understood and agree that she is the way that she is. Like at that point, there was literally nothing she could do. Oh my god. Okay. If this is about Ike, Reimu, and Barry, why is Vox involved? Oh, I don't know why Barry mentioned it, TBH. I think it was just to imply that Mari or Reimu was not good in relationships. Yeah. Anyway, after all of this, we canceled all collabs after a couple more interactions and stopped interacting with him completely. The only people that I knew about this incident in great detail who were and are content creators were our three mutual friends, me and her boyfriend, and none of us ever rejected collab plans or told people to stop collabing with her, which might have ended up with her being talked about in different networks. Oh, okay. For some reason, it is heavily implied in the video that I doxed her and shared her private information. Okay, so she addresses the doxing. Let's go. While I was venting to my friends, privately out of stress, I made a single post on a locked personal, now inactive account, was created back in 2016 when I was a minor and had just started singing online. That had fewer than 10 friends, each one of them being multiple private accounts for art, for NSFW art, or just their personal life account. One was my big sister, actual real life sister, while others that knew about this relationship and even mutual friends I had with Barry. Unfortunately, that mutual friend took a screenshot which was shown to Barry. Ax's girlfriend is a fucking Menhera help. Oh my god! Okay. That was it. No information of hers was revealed to my friends, my previous working place, or outside world, and said tweet had been deleted along with several tweets I'd made regarding my real family between 2016 and 2020 due to my private account locked up being used for personal matters, sometimes not related to my content creation side, and also just outgrowing the situation, thinking there was no need to use such account anymore. Okay, so their mutual friend ratted Reimu out to Bari. Okay. No, chat, for context, this tweet must have happened somewhere around 2023. This wasn't 9 years ago. This was 2023. I have no knowledge of people close to me sending her death threats, and I never did. This situation was never made public, which shocks me to find out she was receiving any death threats at all. If any of my friends, I'd like to believe none of them did, I would like to know the exact origin so I can stop associating with them. After suffering from death threats myself, I do not condone this type of behavior and refuse to associate with someone who would do it out of all of this situation. Oh, yeah, I mean, she did suffer a lot of death threats when the Vox thing happened, chat, so, you know. Moving on to NDA territory, company matters. While I can't disclose things such as meetings, with who, how often, and what I was told, I can summarize a situation like this. A general NDA only gives me freedom to retell my feelings through a process but not disclose such process. I followed internal procedures to report a situation that I experienced as harassment. All relevant information was reviewed at the time, I received an apology, and the matter was resolved privately. Out of respect for confidentiality, I can't share material or identify anyone involved, but the appropriate departments were informed and the issue was closed, and they have also been informed about this due to recent inaccuracies in public statements. My decision to leave or graduate was not related to this incident. I've been considering graduation since early 2025, largely due to creative direction, stress, and wanting to pursue different goals. I had discussed these feelings repeatedly with the corresponding staff, plus making it obvious to everyone who watched my streams for a while. This was communicated later on as a difference in direction, which is standard corporate phrasing to used for such announcements. Okay. By early 2025, I had already started officially communicating my feelings inside of the company. Honestly, this had been happening almost throughout the entirety of 2024 too, and I decided that the current contract term would probably be my last, and I spent the remaining period to plan and complete my graduation properly. As many people know, notice must be given with several months in advance before a contract automatically renews, which is exactly how this process was handled. All that remained was to wait for the agreed date and to complete the process. Okay, whatever, I don't care about this, sorry. This was my last interactions with her. Years before I'd even taken the decisions or graduated. Like she said, she blocked me and I decided to move on and remove myself from the situation completely. So I didn't mind if she needed to block me as well. Okay. Okay. God, dude, women, chat. God, it's like, I am so sorry. All these fucking good... The Cinder situation, unironically, like the Cinder drama, like in general, just... I feel like we're about... I feel like that was like the thing that broke the dam. I told you guys this, right? After the Cinder Google Docky situation, a lot of other indies and former corpos are going to start making their own Google Docs with their interactions with certain types of people for literally no reason than to take them down in their careers. That's it. Did you see Barry's new tweet? Oh, we're gonna look at it later once we finish it here. Yeah. Whatever, I don't care about this. It's like, yeah, they thank each other for respecting their boundaries, but then she blocked her. I've been constantly harassed in the past while doing my online activities. I have received death threats and I have dealt with the stress of public scrutiny, which suddenly happens when you're in this field of work. Nevertheless, I've never been in favor of it, and I've always spoken out when I'm allowed to, which is why I'm terrified of its being implied that there was constant harassment and death threats being sent to Barry from 2022. I haven't been in contact with her at all. Today, I contacted my friends who were her friends as well, and they had confirmed they haven't talked with her since 2023 as well as past friends who knew more about her past actions as well as haven't talked with her over 3 years, mainly due to discomfort and fear. And none of my current friends have any kind of communication, nor they can talk about the matter due to strong NDA. Again, I have no knowledge of any party sending death threats or harassing any party, Barry or me, over this incident. But despite my differences with Barry and how this matter was closed, I will stand with her against any kind of bullying, death threats, and stupid harassment. This private matter is no excuse to start behaving like this. Friends notified me of what was happening, and despite my aversion to airing out private matters in a Google document, showing screenshots and pointing at people with actual names, not censoring names in conversation, etc., I only think it's only fair to also stand up against misinformation. Okay. I apologize for making this document so long, mainly due to screenshots. Not giving further details about my personal life, who I did. Nobody cares, Reimu. Yeah, it's fine. No, you don't have to fucking mention this. I'm following and protecting my friends from NDA, as well as following my lawyer's instructions on how to respect my own NDA, as well as giving more context as I can in this situation to Barry's personal life, while trying to light the situation with some context. A lot of people have had years of constant scrutiny, and I don't wish for it to happen at all. I wish no hate and misinformation. Many people don't wish to speak up out of fear or simply because this was a private matter and there was an NDA signed. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's look at Barrow's newest tweet. Okay, she had an initial response. I messed up. I recognize that my initial response was reactive, and I apologize for that. I am deeply hurt and overwhelmed. Thank you for being patient with me. These are important concerns, and I want to take the time to respond thoughtfully and respectfully. Okay, but what was her first response? Okay, no, I see it. Chat. Prepare yourself. This is the tweet. Thank you for bringing up our DMs. A fan who was merely supporting your ex's endeavors was unnecessarily drawn into your personal matters, all while using your company account. Leaving things out of context only worsens the misunderstanding. Okay. Just so you know, my lowest so you don't feel crazy. There's this artist that I blocked, by the way, on your account. Yeah, you're so brave. Is crazy, like she cosplays as blank. So wait, so Barry, okay, so if I'm not mistaken here, Barry Loaf decided to respond to Mari's Google Doc by also exposing the fact that Reimu is shitting on a fan that she didn't like on her tweet. Like she's just, it's basically, hey, you're gonna throw up our DMs, then I'm gonna also bring up our DMs where you shit talked a fan of my ex. Yeah. Like, okay, that's kind of weird. It helps no one. It's like, yeah, and then after that she apologizes because it was reactive. Who is Reimu's ex? Reimu's ex is allegedly Vox Akuma here. Yeah. So she's crashing out. Barry Loaf is crashing out. Okay, so here's the full scape of events, okay? I'm gonna move my model over here, okay? Okay. So Reimu and Ike started interacting and being more friendly towards each other, which note, they were already friends a long time ago. Reimu hugged Ike in front of her partner in Japan. Partner, which is Barry in this case, got super upset and insecure about Reimu. Partner asked Ike to distance himself from her and to address everything that made her uncomfortable. Partner and Reimu themselves started talking. It becomes obvious that Partner, is super insecure and fixates on anything literally Ike interacts and about Reimu. Partner starts venting and continuously harasses Reimu over all this time. Reimu eventually drops being friends with her. And then Reimu tweets on her private alt saying Barry is a fucking menhera, right? And then Reimu's mutual sees this and rats it over to the partner. Partner sees this as a doxing allegation and reports it to Niji-sanji. Niji-sanji manager seems to agree and even tells partner that something will be done. Nothing did. And then partner got harassed throughout all of this by death threats. Reimu doesn't understand or know why she got harassed because this never went public at all aside from mutuals. Okay? Hold on, let me zoom out the thing for you. And then when Reimu graduated, partner claims that all harassment stopped. She finds this too much of a coincidence. Reimu on her out, known as Mary FD, started shit-talking the fuck out of Bari, and Bari saw this, decided to make a expose video. You are here. Okay, this is effectively what happened, chat. This is like the full timeline of events and why it happened the way it did, right? So, the most important or the most damaging part in this situation is the fact that there was a doxing allegation. And Graymo claims that there was really only no real doxing. The doxing that was mentioned here was only the sole fact that Reimu on her PL, on her like very private Twitter account reserved only for personal friends and family, said that that person's ex was a fucking menhera. And that's it. That's the only extent of doxing that Mari ever did, right? How we want to believe that, honestly, is a matter of how Mari or Bari, they have the same fucking name, Mari and Bari, will expose how much they said. Yes. Now, I'm going to expect, chat. I am going to expect a shit ton of like, division from here. Like, it's a little bit of a divisive topic because it depends on whether or not you believe that Bari actually got doxxed. Because if you don't believe that Bari got doxxed, you would probably either form the assumption that Bari is as mentally ill as you can imagine her to be, like she's Super Menhera, and that all her accounts are going to be warped with her extreme insecurity and like hostility towards Reimu, right? Then again, Reimu seems like she's a bit of a mean girl, and it's not the first time that a lot of people are saying that she's a mean girl. As you can see from from Twisty saying this shit, as you can see from other people supporting Bari in this endeavor, it seems like there's also a fair bit of people who seem to think that Reimu/Mary is not the good person that she seems she is, right? So, with that in mind, it seems like it is a he said, she said situation, with both people being super flawed. Her name is pronounced Mari, not Mari. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm ESL, so I pronounced it like that. Yeah. It seems like this is like a high school bout between two very, very flawed individuals. Right? Like, because I'm gonna be real here. I actually buy what Mari is selling me, rather. I buy the idea that this Bari person was just super insecure and probably somewhat of a menhera. Like, I buy it. I don't know how much else I buy, though. Like I said, I don't know actually the full extent of the doxing. I don't know, like, I don't know how much good faith thing is mentioned here. Because at the same time, why would a Niji Sanji manager... Why would a Niji Sanji manager agree that yes, there is gonna be action towards her? Was the manager also lying and like just saying that to placate Bari or what?
Her departure.
When was Aiki doxxed? Aiki was well, quote doxxed because quote doxxed in quotations, by the way, because it's mostly just because Mari forgot to blur out their names here. As you can see here, Aiki, where was it? Yeah, Ike, if you can see this over here, Ike is mentioned, not blurred out, and Niji is also not blurred out. That's the extent of like doxing that Mari was able to do here. Me personally, I don't necessarily equate that as doxing. It seems like it's a mistake given by the fact that Mari wanted to address it as soon as she can, but I suspect there's more that Reimu isn't saying, and there's more that Bari also is hiding, if that makes sense, right? It's actually kind of stupid. Like, it is. Yeah. This is a bit stupid. No, I agree, Brick Wizard. It is. It's a situation where I don't know how to believe because both parties are super flawed. Right? Like, I don't know. They're both accusing each other of super severe things, and the things that we're seeing so far are neither of it. Why is Twisty need to be involved in this matter? Oh, she just tweeted about it. She's not necessarily she's not necessarily involved. Vox is actually the one that's Vox is actually the one that's flawed. That's like involved for no reason. Like for some reason it's like, whoa, okay. So now, I'm going to post this summary over on Twitter, right? Wait, let me update it. Mari responds, but exposing Bari's Menhera tendencies and insecurities, trying to... Okay. Bari lashes out and tries to expose that Mari is a bad person for making fun of her ex's fan. You are here. Okay. This is the absolute insanity that we find ourselves in, chat. Bari is Ike's partner. Yes. Well, former partner, because it seems like they broke up.